Hey, it's me, Magic Ashante 888. Just popping on for a quick video. I am currently en route, of course. Um, I am headed to Barnes and Noble to get a book because I have a book club meeting today. Who would have thought that I would be in a book club? It's my first time going, so of course I'll get to decide whether or not it's a good fit for me. But I am gonna go ahead and pick up the book, and I'm gonna keep the book because why not? But I'm just looking for different ways to create community and to create friendships and fellowship, and you know, and with people who may not have even kind of the same beliefs as me, because I feel like a friendship is just friendship, fellowship is just fellowship. It doesn't have to be about religion or anything. But uh, I'm just taking a risk and putting myself out there. I was invited, so I took the invite. I did go back and forth on whether or not I would want to go, because this past weekend I did have to bury my grandmother, and that was very difficult, very difficult for my family. And excuse me, I'm just getting over the flu. Like, last week was real freaking hectic. Like, I got sick, my kids all got sick, we all had our bouts with the flu. um we were planning for the funeral. We had been planning for a couple of weeks, and we finally got it together. Everything came together so beautifully. I know that my granny is happy with how everything turned out. She looked beautiful and so peaceful. Um, Shout out to the Black owned mortuary. And we chose Black owned restaurants to cater both the food and the desserts. Everything turned out so wonderful. Like, we couldn't have asked for it to be any better. My mom and my aunties pulled together, and I even helped a little bit too on the back end. Um, and with supporting and making phone calls, or going to go, you know, try things out, going to go do this, going to do that, and just helping to put the puzzle pieces together. And I am grateful that I that it was put on my spirit to help. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I'm so grateful. Everything turned out so wonderful. But back to where I am now, I am just putting myself out there because I have decided that, and I decided this while my granny was still living. And as I noticed that her health was declining more. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Um, as I noticed that her health was declining even more, I really, really wanted to make sure that I live life to the fullest, and that I show up unapologetically, that I take up space, that I do my damn thing and do what it is that I'm supposed to do. Because while it is my journey, it's also my ancestors' journey as well. They are always along the ride with me. Those that have come before me, those that have showed me and paved the way for me, they are along the ride with me. So I have a due diligence to make them proud as well as make myself proud. Okay. And it's very important to me. Over the last few months, I would say, and I've always known this, but it was around Thanksgiving that made it so loud to me about how important my family and my lineage and stuff is to me, and that I really do come from good, I have a wonderful foundation. A wonderful foundation. I could not have chosen a better family to be in. Like, yes, there are some things, there's always things and bad seeds and stuff that happens that's unfortunate. But one thing about a black woman and women alike, um, we are resilient, okay? We can go through some things, wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say, "What's up?" and turn our swag on, okay? Sounds cheesy, I don't care, but for real, like learning things that I did not necessarily know as my grandmother passed away, and just realizing, like, wow, this woman is truly the definition of a phenomenal woman. And I knew that while she was alive. I knew that from a very early age. From a very early age. My granny always reminded me of, uh, is it Claire? Not Claire, Huxtable, the Cosby's wife. I can't remember her name. Felicia Rashad is her name, but she always reminded me of her because she has the same type of sweet tone and sweet voice, and like she kind of favors her a little bit. Um, and whenever I would watch the Cosby's as a kid, like hearing her voice reminded me of my granny. It reminded me of home. I'm gonna try not to be emotional. Um, I just feel so grateful to have the family that I have. And I'll go back to what I was saying about in November. November, it was Thanksgiving, of course, and we celebrated, and my family stopped by. Initially, I was nervous because I was just like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space for everybody. But it was just enough. It was just right. We had karaoke, we danced, we sang, we laughed. It was a time, honey. And I plan on doing that more and more, and um, expanding my space and being able to do that. And when I have my mansion, I'm manifesting that. When I have my mansion, friends, family, everybody can come over. We can make it a big old slumber party. Eat, drink, be merry. Okay? That's one of my goals, is to be able to have the house in the family, one of the houses in the family that people feel comfortable coming to. And I know that I've been chosen for that. And my family is just so lit, like so lit. Okay, I could not have chosen a better family to be in. I really could not have. Like, my relationship with my mom, even closer because she's now lost her mom.